Well, we're certainly not tracking as well as we ought to be. In fact, in this book that I've just written, it's not just my story. I've tried to make it also the story of how Australia changed from where we were in the 1950s with white Australia and no engagement at all with Asia in anything like the way that we subsequently had. And we changed from there, and we opened out, we became open to Asia, Asian influences, Asian immigration, and to the idea expressed by Bob Hawke, for example, of enmeshment with Asia. And these were the objectives of our leaders, and these were the messages that they gave out, and the narrative that they gave to the community, including business. From about the late 90s, from the time of the Asian financial crisis, this began to change. The ideas of Australian political leaders began to change. In the year that he was elected in 1996, John Howard went to Indonesia, and 16 times in 3 speeches he said, "We are not part of Asia." So here was a distinct change, and these kinds of ideas do have an impact on business and the way business sees the prospects in Asia. And it went on from there into a complacency that was fed in part by the mining boom, and the idea that we're kind of doing all right in Asia and we don't need to make the effort. What I think needs to happen now, there has to be a push coming from the Australian political leadership on both sides in the direction in which they were heading under Whitlam and Fraser and Hawke and Keating, and I must say that also under Howard, Alexander Downer had the same kind of inclination, and I think we need to get back to that, and those are the messages that need to be there, and that kind of leadership that is given.